What's good, YouTube man? Long time no see. I'm gonna break down a few trades I took from the AM session. So you ain't really gotta waste no time. Let's get right into it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, all that good shit. And yeah, let's break down this trade. So coming in on the day, right? Coming in on the day, I was bearish at first. I was expecting price to at least move lower from this bearish daily fair value gap and maybe head towards like these equal lows and um maybe these lows down here that's resting in a discount. You feel me? So um coming in on the morning, we still in this range. I see that we were still in this range from Friday's low to Monday's high, which is about here, right? So this is the range we're in. So I did see that we traded lower. We had a change in the state of delivery on the 60 minute, but we traded inside this 60-minute bullish fair value gap. So when I seen this at first, I was bearish on the morning. Um, I told myself that I would look for shorts at first, but then I seen how price reacted outside of this gap here, because if I was expecting price to trade lower, you feel me, and take out these lows, I don't want to see this type of reaction. You feel me? This is like a bullish signature, and price just wicked that gap, and we also respected the lower parameter with these two candles here. So I'll show you real quick. As you can see, price respected the lower end of this, the lower portion of this gap, whatever, and decided to trade higher. So once I seen that happen, right? Once I seen that, okay, price most likely wants to trade higher. We did have the equal highs on ES, so I figured that could be a drawn liquidity. But I ended up still did taking a short because for one, on the higher time frame, we're in the premium. And I'm not gonna lie, this model here, so we had the change in the state delivery. This is a 5 minute time frame, so price traded higher. This was that 60-minute inversion fair value gap. Real quick, I'll show you that 60-minute gap right there. So it became inversion. So at the time, once I seen this happen, I figured, okay, they may want to reclaim this 60-minute gap as bearish, and we had that 5 minute change in the state of delivery, and we also had this inversion fair value gap right here. I'm gonna make it white. So I thought that maybe they want to take price lower and maybe target these lows here and the PM session low from yesterday. So that was my first trade, and I ended up taking the short around. Let me go to my chart. I ended up taking the short here, right? I ended up taking the short there. Once I seen that we created an SMT at the lows, so these lows here, we created an SMT with ES. As you can see, ES took out this low here, but NQ did not take out this low. You feel me? So once price took out that low, I seen that we had a change in the state of delivery. I already knew, okay, ES has equal highs, so that's where the market is most likely going to draw to. You feel me? So once I seen that, I was on like the 15 second, I believe, or the 30 second. We could check real quick. Okay, I was on the 15 second. Um, so I ended up taking the long. So I seen price create the SMT at the lows. I ended up closing this trade. I think it was in profit or it was about break even. It wasn't. I can't really remember, but it was about break even. I seen we had to change in the state of delivery here. Price respecting it. We had a bullish fair value gap here. Price respected that as well. So this is just showing me nothing but signature. This is just showing me nothing but bullish signature and price action. So we respected it here, traded higher. Once I seen we traded above these consecutive down close candles here, 1 2 on the 15 second. On the next fair value gap, on the next pullback, I went long and I put my stop loss there, and I targeted the equal highs. Well, this high here, but I was targeting the equal highs on ES. So whenever ES took out its equal highs, which it did at 11 a.m., that is when I exited my trade. You feel me? So around here is when I exited the trade. Once it took out this buy side, and then that really was it. I actually ended up taking these trades on my live account and my funded account. So I ended with 363. I ended with 363 on my funded account, and I ended with about 111 on my live account. It was originally like 160, but I don't know what happened. I closed my profit at 160, and it said I closed it at 111. So it is what it is. We'll just take that, call it a day. But for the most part, pretty decent trade. I will say what I learned from a day like this. Um, this trade right here, uh, this trade was valid. Someone in my private group did take the short here, but you see where I took it at. I was basically going short off this inversion fair value gap. But if we look at price action here, technically I'm shorting in a discount. I'm selling in a discount, and you can do that. You hear me? But that's not what you normally want to do. I talk about this all the time. Yeah, I catch some winning trades like that. You hear me? If it's vice versa, but if we look at this from high to low, I'm looking selling in a discount, and that's why, you know, I ended this trade. I see the S&T, and I'm like, we kind of already low within this current dealing range. So there's no point in me holding on to this. And then I ended up being right. So just making sure, I'll say I learned just to make sure that I'm not buying in a premium and then selling in a discount. I want to make sure that I'm selling in a premium and buying in a discount. So as you can see from this high to low, right? We'll just take it back to the 1 minute. From this current high here to this low, I was buying in a discount. So I went from shorting in a discount to buying, and as you can see, where the price delivered to, discount to equilibrium to premium, and the target was hit. So we had price traded to a higher time frame fair value gap. This is that 60-minute bullish fair value gap, right? So this is the complete model. Price manipulates lower, right? Takes out the sell side here. We manipulate into this higher time frame fair value gap. Now on the 1 minute, what do? On the 1 minute, we manipulate lower once more here. So we manipulate lower once more. We create this bearish fair value gap that becomes inversion, right? It becomes inversion. And what do we have here? Price trades higher, closing above these 3 consecutive down close candles, which is your change in sale delivery, which becomes your order block. And what does price do? Price trades higher, pulls back into the order block's high, and then inversion fair value gap upper portion. The upper portion would be, this would be the upper portion. So we got the upper portion and we got the lower portion. Price stays in the upper portion here, which is a bullish signature. We trade higher. We have another change in the state of delivery here, and price respects it here, and we just trade higher. So like I said, that's it for the breakdown. If you're new to the channel, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe. It's your boy Trey, and yeah, I'm out.